All right, you bunch of dorks. Good morning. Probably more likely good afternoon for most of you. Um, Hopefully you're keeping up with assignments. I did make sure that your quiz, which is an open book this time, was posted for you. I also had your chapter 7 and 8 video journal posted for you. Everything seems to be working fine with that. I didn't think you needed another video to describe how to use the video. But if you need more directions, let me know about yesterday. But moving on to today, what you have is you will be able to read parts of chapter 9 tomorrow if you want, or today. I'm sorry, read parts of chapter 9 today if you would like. You can also do 9 and 10 on Thursday and Friday. But looking at reflecting back on what we've already read, in chapter 7 and 8, there was quite a bit that went on. Ponyboy um, and Johnny obviously came back to kind of a hero's welcome as well as Derry. The problem, sorry, not Derry, but Dolly came back to kind of a hero's welcome. And they were interviewed and kind of praised as heroes. But we don't know the background of how they became a big story. So we know why they became a big story, but how they became a big story. So what I've decided to do is go ahead and have you guys write out interview questions that could have been asked of each of them. So in the directions, it says, in chapter 7, reporters are doing interviews for articles being written for the local newspaper. The reader does not know everyone who is interviewed or what questions were asked, but the reader does know what information was included in the newspaper article from the information on chapter 7 or on chapter 8. So remember, all of the interviews happen in chapter 7. We just don't know anything except for the fact that they acted up for the cameras, had a good time with them. At least Ponyboy, Darian, Soda Pop did. Now in chapter 8, a news article comes out, and we know that whenever Two-Bit and Two-Bit and another one of the gang members walks into their house early in the morning, say, hey, look, you're Big Shot in the newspaper. Now, use the information on the newspaper in the slide from pages 107 to 108, okay, to write out the question and answers from an interview with one of the following people. So you get to choose one of these following people: either Ponyboy, Cherry, Derry, and Soda Pop, Randy, the school, anyone at the school, could be a teacher, could be other classmates, the principal of the school, or a lawyer. So that would be about the legal questions that need to be asked, okay? There should only really be one slide here. I apologize that there's two, but you really only need one slide. So you just need to interview, and I'll actually go back and repost this for you so that there is only one slide. But looking at this, you only want to come up with it says be prepared to act as interviewer in front of the class. You don't have to worry about that. But you need to tell me which person you're interviewing, okay? You'll have to insert a text box for that. Actually, I'll go and do that right now since I'm going to ask you guys to. So you'll need to make sure that the text box there, who you're going to interview, and then give me a question and what their response might be. Now you have 4 places for questions, so ask good questions, and 4 responses. I'm just asking for 4 questions and 4 responses. Okay, pick one person, give me 4 questions and 4 responses. All right, if you have any questions, any concerns, let me know. I did include a copy of what's on page 107, 108 to refresh you what the news article said. So that should help guide you. You can also use information from the text that isn't on 107 and 108 that we already know about what we've read. If you've read ahead, again, no spoilers, you also can't use that information in here. The reason being is that you wouldn't know it yet. Okay, so you've got to work within those parameters as well. I know that's kind of a pain in the rear end, but hey, those are the rules of the game. If you have any questions, concerns, let me know. I'll be happy to help. Thanks, guys.